Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to our channel. I know it's been 18 days, I think, or 19, since we uploaded a video, and the reason for that is it has just been a really hard week and a half, I guess. Corey has been having several meltdowns, and some of them were a little too bad to film, and I didn't want anybody thinking, the worst of us. um, but also, we had several showings for the house. None interested as of yesterday. Then we had another showing yesterday, and this couple is very interested to the point where they wanted to bring in the father-in-law of, I guess it's the husband's father-in-law. He's a contractor, and they want to do another showing and show him the house. They were here yesterday for the entire hour they were scheduled to be here, and they had some questions about the property lines and all that, which I explained to the realtor, where they were and how they went, and how our neighbor property over there is letting us have about half of their yard. um, when I said letting us have, I mean we have to lawn maintenance what their lawn people don't do, because apparently the lawn people don't know the proper lot lines. So I'm claiming the part that I take care of. Anyways, they're coming back tonight at 6, and I'm hoping it goes well and that they, you know, make an offer and we're able to finally sell this place, because there's a place in Virginia that I am wanting. I know I keep saying Virginia this, Virginia that, and that's where I kind of want to go, because the land out there is a lot more affordable than over in Greenville. There's also a place in Cookeville where my mom is at that we want to look at. It's a lot less acreage than the place I want out in Virginia. It's the one in Virginia is 27 acres. I think I've told you guys about it before. And the problem is the house itself needs a lot of work. It would be approved for a VA loan, but it still needs more work than I really want to do to it. So I'm kind of land versus house, land versus house. The place in Cookeville is, I think, right at 6 acres. So, I mean, it's not like it's tiny. It's a lot more than 0.11, which is what I'm working with now. And it's actually smaller than that because we fenced in the backyard. And the guys who fenced it, I would never recommend, because they shortened our lot by a lot. They took out about 30 feet. I want to say, I don't know the yardage, I don't know measurements and all that, but I know they shortened it by a lot. That instead of going around the trees, they went in front of them, and there are several trees they should have went around. But that's besides the point. Like I said, 6 something acres over in Cookeville, and Cookeville is kind of the area I want to be in for Corey, because I know their mental health over there for children is absolutely amazing. We lived over there for about 2 years before we came back here to the east side of Tennessee, and yes, you be a good boy. I got my little friend here. This is Gizmo. He's my cuddle buddy. But we are looking, like I said, at 2 different places, and I'm hoping the sale goes well so we can make an offer on either one of those, either the place in Virginia or the place in Cookeville. The place in Virginia, like I said, we've already looked at. My husband didn't really like it because the house needs a little work. I liked it because of the land. The place in Cookeville we haven't gone to see yet, because when we made the offer on the place my husband wanted in Virginia, it was also 5 acres. The sale fell through because of a home inspection gone bad. And but we fixed everything that the home inspector was allowed to tell us about, so I'm hoping this one goes better. Isn't this a cute cup? My youngest sister Jewel bought it for me. She bought one for all 3 of us. There's 4 of us, but one's in Texas, and we don't really talk to her. She ran away when she was 13, but that's a whole nother story we won't get into. She's living with my dad's side of the family now. Well, was. She's now on her own, got her own family. But yeah, my little sister bought me this cup, and she bought one that said the cool one, the sweet one, the weird one, and a couple others. She kept the one that said the weird one. I told her she should have gave it to me, but she was like, no, you need the one that says the sweet one, because you're always there for me, and you always talk to me when I need you, and you don't tell everybody what I say. And My sisters, they love to gossip, and it's cute. Annoying at times, especially when you don't want, when you're just venting and you don't really mean what you say, and you're hoping nobody says anything because you don't want anybody else to get mad. I'm the one that everybody comes to vent because I never say anything. Because I know that when they're venting, if they do mean what they say, they're telling me in confidence, and they don't want anybody else to know. But most of the time, it's all out of anger and aggression, and somebody did something to make them mad, and they're saying stuff that they'll regret saying later. So I don't ever repeat what's said to me, and they love that. And apparently, my baby sister, thinks that it is sweet. Um, but so she bought me my coffee cup. What else? Like I said, Corey has had a bad couple of weeks here recently. His medicine, we just got it refilled after being out for almost 2 weeks. So it's got to rebuild in his system, and then the adjustment's just been really hard on him. There were a couple days there where I almost had to put him back in Woodridge, which is the mental health facility over here in East Tennessee. And, well, my area of East Tennessee. And luckily I was able to talk him down and calm him down. Well, some of it honestly was yelling and screaming at him, which I know doesn't help. But when we both get overly emotional, sometimes it's hard to control my temper too. And I regret some of the things I said to him, and we talked about it afterwards after we both calmed down, and we both understand that tempers were high. So, but if I can catch what I call a medium meltdown, so you guys can see half of what I'm talking about with him, I will definitely record it and show you guys. I don't want to put the bad ones on here yet because I don't know the temperament of our viewers, and I don't want everybody complaining to the YouTube community standards about how we handle his meltdowns and some of the stuff he says. Because when he's in a full-blown meltdown, he screams really bad stuff. And I don't mean just cuss words, I mean scary stuff. It's sometimes very, very terrifying. Luckily, when he's in a full-blown rage, as long as I keep things away from him, I'm not worried about it. I let him scream out what he wants to scream out, and I'll go, yeah, and just kind of roll with it, I guess. And it's the only way I can think of that doesn't escalate the situation, unless it's a seriously bad meltdown, and then I can't say anything to him. If I do, then it's 100 times worse. It's pretty bad. But yeah. Well, you all wish me luck on the showing this evening, and I will let you know tomorrow how it goes. At least if I'll let you know. I should say I'll let you know when I find out how it goes, because they don't always get right back to me. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.